After 10 days on the proverbial back burner, an all-out political war has re-erupted over the Rafale scandal, with a French journal, Mediapart, now claiming on Rafale, the Congress President Rahul Gandhi has kept up his blistering attacks on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, today calling for his resignation. And here's the reason why. He has accused Prime Minister Modi of being Anil Ambani's chowkidar. Rahul Gandhi has called the Prime Minister personally corrupt and accused him of favouring Anil Ambani and giving him 30,000 crore rupees. Later on, Rahul trained his guns at Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who as we speak is on a tour to France, claiming that a big Rafale cover-up is underway. The BJP has launched a blistering counter-attack on Rahul Gandhi, challenging him to produce proof of corruption in the Rafale deal. BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra accused Rahul's father Rajiv Gandhi of being a middleman in the Bofors case. All of this over fresh claims put out by a French journal called Mediapart.
30,000 करोड़ रुपए हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री ने अनिल अंबानी के जेब में डाले हैं। प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा था मैं प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बनना चाहता हूं, मैं चौकीदार बनना चाहता हूं। पता लगा अंबानी के प्रधानमंत्री हैं। ये हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री नहीं है युवाओं।
आपने अंबानी के पीएम कहा, क्या आपके पिताश्री रेस्पेक्टेड श्री राजीव गांधी क्वात्रोची के पीएम थे? That Rajiv Gandhi had acted as a middleman in the Swedish Saab Scania, which was selling vegan fighters aircrafts to India in 1970. वो तो official middleman थे. You come from a family of middlemen. You come from a family where middlemanship is extremely important. You have earned money out of every deal in defense that took place in India prior to 2014.
अनिल अंबानी जी 45,000 करोड़ रुपए के कर्जे में हैं। कभी हवाई जहाज नहीं बनाया। 10 दिन पहले कंपनी खोली। 30,000 करोड़ रुपए हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री ने अनिल अंबानी के जेब में डाले हैं।
The Clown Prince claims of having all kinds of details about the Rafale. Why doesn't the Clown Prince and his team go to the Supreme Court? आप सुबह CVC जाते हैं, शाम को CAG के पास चले जाते हैं, दोपहर में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते हैं। आप कोर्ट क्यों नहीं चले जाते हैं?
Now let's break down for you what this entire new Rafale twist is really all about. It centers on a new scoop by the French journal Mediapart, which became famous a few days ago for reporting what former French President Hollande had said about the Rafale deal. Well, here's what it says. The French journal Mediapart claims this new scoop. The journal quotes Dassault's documents internally, which say that Dassault's executive, the deputy CEO, pointed to a trade-off within the Rafale deal, which basically forced the Ambani offsets to be a condition for the deal to go through. Now there is a confusion over whether this was a trade-off for the offsets in general or offsets specifically with Ambani. There are people claiming to understand both sides selectively. The journal also claims to have proof that Modi pitched Ambani to Dassault and did not give them a choice. It has clarified on the media, Dassault has come forward to clarify on the Mediapart scoop. Dassault has said that they freely chose Reliance Anil Ambani for the offsets and nobody forced them to actually do it, and therefore they've denied what this report has actually claimed. I want to go across first before I go to our big political face-off today, because Rahul Gandhi has gone ahead and called for the Prime Minister's resignation now. I want to bring in our National Affairs editor Rahul Srivastava for more on this. Rahul, after a few days on the back burner, the Rafale scandal back in the spotlight on the strength of this veritable scoop by the journal in France, and it has even fueled Rahul Gandhi calling for the Prime Minister's resignation.
Shiv, in politics, what matters most is the timing. Now, Rahul Gandhi and this scoop have come at a time when the Supreme Court has asked the government of India to tell what was the decision-making process as far as Rafale deal is concerned. At a time when Nirmala Sitharaman, the defense minister, is in France, so politically it can be interpreted that she has gone there not to ensure that there is a speedy delivery of Rafale fighter aircrafts, but she can organize a cover-up. Now, if we look at the two competing narratives which have emerged over the last few months as far as Rafale deal is concerned, this one is really damaging. Because why is it damaging? Because this is not anybody saying it. This is the second most powerful man in Dassault who is saying that it is not just that he was chosen or something, that it was imperative. It was imperative that Reliance has to be chosen if the Rafale deal has to be signed.
Yeah.
That's what it virtually amounts to. Now, the government has maintained, the French have maintained, and it is a known fact that it was a government-to-government deal, not a dealer-government or a seller-government deal. Now, in that scenario, was the Indian government pushing the envelope so strongly that it was hinging a deal for fighter aircraft in the interest of the Air Force, not in the interest of the Air Force, but in the interest of Anil Ambani? Now, that's one thing which is a bone of contention here.
Yes.
That's one point which I will like to flag, that does that happen really? The second, if it has happened, then it is a very serious development. The government has a lot of answering to do. The other element is that if you look at the news, and I will always raise a hazard warning that this is not something we have corroborated,
Yes, that's right,
or our first-hand source information. It is a media organization which is not an Indian organization but a French one. What we can say is that in one part it talks about documents, and in the other it talks about the presentation made at a time when the second-in-command in Dassault was speaking.
Yes.
Now, a presentation is not a document, and that's where comes in that was the presentation talking about a direct linkage and hinging of the deal vis-a-vis Anil
Absolutely.
Ambani and the Rafale deal? I think that's where the government's problem lies. Rahul Gandhi has upped the ante on this. The government has to respond and react to what Rahul Gandhi setting the political tone as far as the Rafale deal is concerned. Interestingly, one more point, Shiv.
Yes.
We are here at the 29th Conference of the Auditors of India, that is the CAG. Now, Arun Jaitley, the finance minister, is likely to speak in a little while from now. Now, what is interesting that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have already approached the CAG for a quick audit of the Rafale deal. Will Arun Jaitley use this opportunity to counter what Rahul Gandhi has said? One will have to wait and see.
It's going to be very interesting to say, the 29th meeting of the auditors, it's going to be very, very interesting to see if Arun Jaitley takes on Rahul Gandhi once again, because he's completely maxed out his demand from this government. He's called for the Prime Minister's resignation. Rahul Srivastava, thank you very much. We're going to let you go for the moment and dive straight into our political face-off, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's come to a point where it almost seems like the details no longer matter. This is about perceptional damage. This is about whether the government can emerge from this looking clean. Is there a stink? Is there an aura of corruption? Who commands the narrative? Well, this particular news break from Mediapart in France comes at a time when the Congress feels it is dominating the conversation on this. Joining me live, Sanjay Jha of the Congress Party, Aman Sinha of the BJP. Sanjay Jha, kicking things off with you. This so-called scoop coming in from Mediapart once again appears to have two different interpretations. There are some who say that it signifies a definite trade-off. There are others who say it does not signify a trade-off. It's more, a broader statement about offsets in general and not specifically about Ambani. Is the Congress seeing this as a smoking gun, so much so that your party president has asked for the Prime Minister's resignation?
Shiv, let me tell you, this only corroborates what former French President François Hollande actually mentioned, that the French government and Dassault never had an option to choose their own offset partner. In fact, there was already a work-share agreement between Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Dassault. So clearly the Prime Minister is the one who was in Paris when the entire HAL deal was scrapped and Reliance Defence came in. And I think, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi said today that Desh ka chaukidar bhrasht hai and chor hai, that is something that we have to take it with very, very serious gravitas. I'll give you only one example and then we can continue with the debate. Just compare Reliance Defence and Hindustan Aeronautics, Shiv. Hindustan Aeronautics, as on date, the last financial figures we have, has assets worth 64,000 crores, has experience of defense production having been part of MiG, Sukhoi as well as Mirage. Then you talk about an income of around 18,000 crores plus and profit of 3,000 crores plus. Guess what Narendra Modi does? And this is what your viewers should know. Narendra Modi dumps an agreement, almost 95% done as announced by the Dassault CEO. He brings in Reliance Defence. Just 1 minute. Reliance Defence has zero experience in defence production. The company was set up 2 weeks before Modi lands up in Paris. It has an equity capital of 5 lakhs.
I just want to interject a little bit because we have limited time, Sanjay.
This company is bankrupt.
I just want to come in for a second.
45,000 crores to the government.
I understand that, but we are speaking, the HL part, the point you made is a legitimate one. I am simply speaking about this fresh news break that's come in from France about whether this is because every week, whenever there is a new development, those attacking the Rafale deal claim that this is the smoking gun. What Hollande said was the smoking gun. Now this is the smoking gun. So one wonders whether there is a shifting of goalposts. Aman Sinha, what would you respond to in light of what Mediapart appears to have exposed at this time?
Well, clearly, Shiv, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is peddling lies and falsehoods, and his one outrageous lie after another, he's lost whatever little credibility that he has. He's been calling names, he's been abusing the Prime Minister of the country, who after serving Gujarat for 10 years as Chief Minister even refused to take one remuneration and gave it to the education of the girl child. Now, as far as the issue in hand is concerned, Shiv, the French government, the serving president, Dassault, former president, they have all clarified that it was choice of the OEM, the Dassault company, as to who to take as the offset partner. But time and again, Congress party and their spokespersons are repeatedly trying to mislead the entire nation, thinking that they'll be able to fool the people of India. And this is something which is absolutely shameful and disgraceful. Mr. Rahul Gandhi does not deserve to be even an MP and Congress president of a responsible opposition party. He has created, more than once he has created diplomatic impasse. French president has to step in and say that Mr. Rahul Gandhi was lying on floor of the house. This is what has happened. So, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi is trying to portray absolutely different picture, and his cronies and his chelas are just following the suit. The fact of the matter is that even if Reliance was chosen as an offset partner, it was done way back in 2012, and there is not one but a large number of other offset partners. The Congress party owes an explanation what they are doing for more than 10 years and what took so long for the deal to fructify.
Sanjay, yeah, you can respond to that. You can respond to that on the weight of
and
Rahul
why did
Gandhi.
They compromise the national security for more than 10 years?
The BJP basically says that the Congress is desperate, it's grabbing at straws. Every single thing that comes out of France is considered smoking gun. This is the clincher. This is the thing that is going to make this government fall. So it says that the Congress is confused and desperate, Sanjay.
Shiv, let me tell you, this is not a shifting of goalposts. I use the word corroborates. It further confirms exactly the allegations that we have made against Narendra Modi. And it's not, coming on a program and repeating Mr. Rahul Gandhi's name 10 times tells me how obsessed the BJP is with him. Let's argue on substantive facts at the moment. And what is the fact? The fact is that Narendra Modi...
Why did they not approach the court?
Please do not interrupt
Why did a Congress party functionary withdraw a PIL when it was being on verge of being taken up?
I did not interrupt this guy.
Please,
one second, Raman, let him finish. Let him finish.
Interrupt this guy.
I have to take a break and come back. Also, let Sanjay finish, then I'll come back to you. Let Sanjay finish his point.
Sorry, I don't owe any explanation to you. You owe an explanation to the nation. Now, why are you trying to mislead and misquote the nation?
Well, let me tell you.
Finish your point quickly. I have to take a break.
Shiv, will you stop this?
Yeah.
Because this is the way BJP hijacks the program. So let me make 3 points. There are 3 points which the people of India want an answer from the Chowkidar who has now become a...
One second, Aman.
Point number 1. National security is compromised. National security is compromised because the number of aircrafts have been brought down from 126 to 36, and the number of squadrons that we needed was 7 were brought down to 2.
Okay.
The compromise with national security was done by Narendra Modi. He will have to answer that question to the people of India.
I'm going to take
Why did the price go by 300% for the same aircraft?
I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm going to take a very quick break here. I'm coming back with an even bigger question. Because see, look, gentlemen, 1 second. I'm going to come back with an even bigger question, because you know the tutu meme about his word against your word has been continuing for way too long between the BJP and the Congress. We are going to ask what the next step is going to be. Is the Congress going to approach the courts right now? What is the next step? Because there has to be an end to the ping pong between the Congress and the BJP over what evidence both sides claim to have. We have to see what the next step is going to be, whether the people of India will know what the truth of this entire affair is going to be. So Sanjay Jha and Aman Sinha of the Congress and the BJP are still with me on the big questions we're asking on this new Rafale twist. Will this new twist now actually manage to corner the Modi government in any way? Question number 2, have these documents been wrongly or selectively interpreted to suit one side or the other? Question number 3, has Rahul maximized his pitch by demanding the Prime Minister's resignation? There are still many months to go for the elections. And finally, will Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who happens to be in France today, actually clarify on these fresh allegations? She's given a spate of interviews, including to India Today recently, and she has spoken specifically on the offsets issue. Sanjay, today your party president held a press conference. It was an aggressive press conference. He called for the Prime Minister's resignation. The BJP hit back with its own press conference, and it ended on the note where you had the BJP basically say, if you've got something to prove or something wrong, why don't you approach a court? Keeping the political animosity aside, Sanjay, I am genuinely asking, why isn't that something that has happened yet as far as the Congress is concerned?
Shiv, let me tell you, Narendra Modi will have to answer the people of India. He is directly responsible for unilaterally altering this transaction. And what we have done is gone to the CVC, we have gone to the CAG, we have asked for a JPC inquiry. And let me tell you why you need a comprehensive inquiry. This is not about the court. This is a comprehensive inquiry. We have asked them to file an FIR because there will be a lot of documents which will have to be looked at.
Shiv.
Well, let me tell you, this is why I said, you know, chor machaye shor. You see, the situation is they are guilty, they are trying to hide.
But so why not go to the courts then, Sanjay?
The gentleman is saying that Supreme Court is incapable of examining an issue of this nature.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because if the CBC, if the CBI, if the CAG are unwilling to file an FIR, then we have a problem.
Okay.
We have given documents. By the way, Shiv, we have submitted documents.
Let me tell you what the fact is, Shiv.
I understand that.
The fact of the matter
including media reports.
I understand that.
Because don't forget, this is the same BJP. Again, he started.
The perception is. I'll tell you why, Sanjay. I'll tell you, Sanjay. The perception is
clearly knows that there is no substance, no conviction in their argument. They are just trying to peddle lies and hoping that some God.
Okay.
This is the same BJP.
I'll tell you.
Listen, I can outshout you. I can outshout you, my friend. Don't try and outshout me.
I'm coming to you, Aman. 1 second.
Same Congress party. Don't try and test my metal. Okay,
go ahead and do it.
Let me talk and then you come in. So Shiv, let me make the point.
I don't need your threatening. You do whatever you wish to do. But let me make it clear before the entire nation that 2G, 3G, Jijaji, right from space to underwater, they are all scandals of the UPA era, and it was presided by Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi.
I just wanted to ask, I wanted to ask that.
And how not to be corrupt to everybody else.
It will not work. I will not let you speak if you don't allow me to speak.
I do not need to try any tactics with you.
My dear friend,
you are defeating yourself. You are contradicting yourself. You are making yourself more miserable.
This has become a... Okay, I'm going to wind this up, gentlemen, because I had a couple of substantive questions. Okay. Aman Sinha and Sanjay Jha. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being with me. I have to wind this up now.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.